They say fortune favors the bold, but it also favors those who don't turn away from the tedious, tangled, the things so many others abandon. People dream of treasure maps, but the real riches, they hide in the places everyone else leaves behind. The locked door, the stuck zipper, or that maddening roll of tape that everyone curses and tosses aside.
I remember as a kid watching my father, a humble factory foreman, struggle night after night with half-used tape rolls in the silence of closing time. He'd curse under his breath, but never give up. He'd say, "Every problem has a beginning, even if you can't see it. If you want to change your fate, learn to find the start where others find only an end." This is Billionaires Take. Tonight, Hidden Beginnings, how the stubborn roll of tape reveals the billionaire's secret.
Most people waste their lives hunting shortcuts, always reaching for the new, leaving behind what resists them, what takes too long. But what if the next gold mine isn't in the untouched, but in the overlooked? What if every stuck roll is a metaphor for markets abandoned, technologies ignored, customers dismissed as too much trouble?
Think about 3M, the company behind Scotch tape itself. Their fortune was born because one engineer, Richard Drew, saw painters struggling day after day with sticky residue and torn paint. Others grumbled and moved on. Drew lingered. He found the flap on a problem everyone else rolled back into the drawer. Scotch tape became an empire not by being new, but by solving what nobody else would stick with.
Jeff Bezos, people worship his digital empire, but the first billion-dollar innovations at Amazon came from noticing what slowed workers down. One of his most famous moments, obsessing over seconds lost on packaging lines, sometimes just finding the tape's beginning. Instead of blaming or replacing, he invested in fixing the smallest frictions. Multiply that by millions of packages, and those tiny, stubborn moments became rivers of profit.
You see it in every true builder. Howard Schultz saw baristas wasting time with leaking espresso machines. He didn't buy new ones. He studied every drip, every hiss, then redesigned the machines and the workflow. It wasn't glamorous, but Starbucks built a fortune by sweating the friction others ignored.
The world teaches us to throw out what resists us, but billionaires, they are masters at looking again, at tracing with patience, at seeing in the impossible a seam, waiting just out of sight.
I've watched tech founders turn failures into fortune, digging into user complaints, sitting with the stuck code, refusing to quit on bugs that drove their teams to despair. The flap on the tape isn't just a problem to solve. It's a question the universe asks. Will you quit, or will you see what others never try for?
And here's the grandest metaphor of all. The roll of tape is the mind itself. Most people only use what's easy to access, the outer layers, the obvious ideas. But the deepest inventions, the wildest wealth, require you to search, to scratch, to keep faith that somewhere a new beginning is hiding, waiting for you to find it.
Next time you're faced with a stubborn edge, whether in business, art, or the smallest moment, remember, that's where the next great fortune is buried. Patience is a superpower, curiosity is a compass, and every moment of friction is an invitation to see differently.
Don't race for the new. Find the start in what others leave behind.
Unlock what everyone else overlooks.
And this is Billionaires Take.